Hey there everyone! Welcome back to Tolkiencraft II Extra Season 2 content. Today's Labors of Valentine is on the dev server. I am in the process of converting Cerin Valtaras into an elven village by the same name. Yes, that's right. This base, Greatorator liked it so much, he is wanting to keep it forever. So it's going to become part of the mod pack. And as I said, I'm on the dev server, so this is it. It's going to look just like this. Well, not quite, because I have a lot of decorating to do. And in fact, we have got some of the decorating done. Or in process, I guess might be a better description. I have removed all the goodies, all the technology, it's all gone. Because elves, well, I'm giving the elven village back to the elves. And this is it's going to be a communal elven village. And this is their dormitory area. It's not finished yet, but I certainly have gotten a fair distance into getting it done. That's their washing up. This is the communal cupboards, you know, for things like cloaks and socks. Well, I don't think they'd want to share their underwear, but, you know, boots. All that sort of thing would go into this area. And then you have different areas. This might be a couple living here, and then they have their personal chest. As someone suggested in chat, if this was a sleeping bag, it might look better, but unfortunately there currently is no sleeping bag that does not have legs. So that has this pattern on it, and I really want this pattern for these guys, because that's what the other tree houses, the other style, have in their houses. So my guys are from the same stock, so they would have a similar pattern, I think. Alright, well, that's that part. Let's just throw ourselves off the edge here. Ah! Okay. And let's come over here. I have put up signs, so if somebody arrives here overland and is confused as to where they are, well, you're at Cerin Valtaras. And in fact, you will be able to reach here using the new fast travel system. And if you've watched the highlight that I will have put up from this stream as well, a highlight where Greatorator talks about the fast travel system, how it's integrated into the pack, and the fact that it covers a lot of Middle-earth, so as you gain faction you can open up areas and not have to hoof it and make your server cry. Or your single-player world, for that matter. This fellow doesn't have his skin yet, so that will be a surprise when the pack comes out. But Albert is the fast travel guru at Cerin Valtaras. And one of the things that I wasn't expecting to be able to retain, but Greatorator told me that he thought this would be a fabulous thing to leave in, but I had to say that the patron plaza was mine in some way. So I decided to name it Paka Val or Tiri, which translated means Vals, NoisyToys, Patron Court. And that's court as in courtyard, and court as in royal court, because these are the people who have supported me through Patreon, and I am grateful to them. And I think it's wonderful that they're going to be enshrined forever in the Tolkiencraft II mod pack. Did not expect that. Thank you again, Greatorator. Really appreciate that. So cool. Alrighty, so what else have I been working on? Well, let's head downstairs. Which way? To the road under the tree. That would be the other way. Oops. And he's listening. He's omnipresent. I call it being a stalker. He says it's omnipresent, so we'll go with that. Right. So down we go, down into Tarwa Artiri, which is the Garden of Patronage. And it pretty much is going to remain intact. In fact, Greater Raider has agreed for the ceiling to remain the inverted sky blocks. Now that does mean that... He heard that! Oh no! Yes, the sky blocks. There is a frame drop when you come in. If you watch up in the corner there, if I'm... Let's look down at the floor. So you can see I jump way up to high 38, 40 FPS. And when you look up to the sky, it drops down to 10-ish. So that means if you have a lower-end computer, you probably won't be able to come down here and appreciate the sky. But everybody else will be able to. Once you're not looking at the sky, you won't have any frame drops. And since it's all confined underground, and you don't have to come down here, Greater Raider said that let's just leave it and let the people who can, with their computers, appreciate how cool it looks. And I think that's awesome. So, anyway, Tarwa Artiri, Garden of Patronage. Just to say that I think it's I could just stare at the sky forever, basically. I think it looks so cool. Alright, so I turned this down here into a garden shed, so we've got some appropriate garden tools outside, and a door that people can see. And then you come in here, and we got some tools. Nothing too expensive, so... And we got some... Well, there's a little bit of spider problem down here, but what can you do? It's a storeroom. Alright, so that's the garden shed. Then you come up, and here we have the farm, where the elves are growing various and sundry vegetables. They don't have everything, but they've got, you know, enough to do what they need. These are all basic seeds, 111 AgriCraft seeds, so that shouldn't tempt anybody to come here and steal them all, I hope. But if it's your world and you want to wipe out the crops, well, you'll have to deal with the elves. You know, they'll probably put out a wanted poster on you. And of course, we still have the farm here with... oh, I see we have some people already doing some work to feed the animals. That's awesome. So let's just go in the ear here so we can get a better look. And we got a barrel of carrots for our pigs. Well, they have a barrel of carrots, because this soon won't be mine anymore. I'm just tidying it up and handing it over to the rightful owners. And a few barrels and whatnot for the crops to be stored in temporarily. And then over here, this is going to be the only remaining part of the base, the technology part of the base. I'm going to be filling all of this in, changing all of this to stone and filling it all in entirely. I'm just going to do a quick run through to show you that, in fact, I have stripped out everything technological, as I said earlier. And so there will be nothing, it'll all be filled in, turned into solid stone as it was when I first came here. So, nothing is here. It's all gone, unless I forgot something. And I did make a list, you know, so to try to remind myself not to forget anything. So, of course, the Draconic Battery Room is now an echoing cavernous empty thing. I have filled that in. That was where it went up to the solar panel. And the solar panels are gone up there. Greater Raider's prank of the celebration bees up on the top of the tree above what is now the elven dormitory, that is gone as well. So yes, it's all going to be filled in and gone. And I had a lot of fun breaking everything. And I believe, yeah, that's where that went up into the tree that's going to become the study tree, where the Tolkiencraft AE system was. That's all been filled in. The tree has been restored. And in fact, if you remember, in the elven dormitory, there used to be in the center of the tree a hydrangea well, and that has also been filled in. So, I think that's all I have to show you today. I will be working on this some more in stream, finishing it up. And so there might be one more end of the day tour for the dev server of me finishing up the preparation of the Elven Village for the mod pack. So I hope you enjoyed this tour, and I hope to see you in the stream sometime. You all take care now. Bye!